Konnichiwa! Have you ever been wanting to go to an overseas location that has amazing culture, food, and travel experiences? I have to tell you about one of my favorite places to go visit, and it's known as the land of the rising sun. The country I'm talking about is Japan. Japan is known for its excellent vacation destinations, the culture, and the food. I would know this about Japan because I used to live there for 3 years at Yokota Air Force Base, Japan, just right outside of Tokyo. It's only a 3 hour car ride and an hour and a half train ride away from Tokyo. When it comes to its culture, I would have to say that it's the most respectful culture I've ever encountered. If you've never been to Japan, I would recommend one of the main reasons why I recommend Japan as a good travel experience and destinations because of their culture. They're very respectful of your surroundings. They will come up to you out of nowhere and practice their English on you just for the fun of it. And I would say this because that's happened to me. I was visiting Tokyo one day, and out of nowhere this one woman was just all of a sudden saying, "Hi, how are you?" It was very refreshing to see an actual person of Japanese culture trying to talk in English. And all I said was konnichiwa, which means hello in Japanese. And she was very happy about the fact that I knew at least one word in Japanese. And I walked away with just a high experience of knowing that another culture, without even needing to, because it's their country, not America, trying to learn English and practicing it on me. Another thing I have to say that's great about Japan is their food. What's great about their food is their sushi and their beef. If you're not a raw sushi person, I would recommend that Kobe beef. Kobe beef, they massage the cows and they feed them grass, and then up until the day they die. And the beef, I can't even describe it, how tender it is. When you lay your mouth on that piece of beef and you're chewing it, you're like, this kind of melts in my mouth. This is amazing. And I would love to go back just for the food as well. And there's a couple of places I have to recommend if you haven't been to Japan yet. Yakiniku's, which is an amazing food place where you can grill your own beef and grill your own meats and your own seafood right in front of you on the table. And you're thinking, why would I make my own food that way? Well, just the fact that it's an experience that Japanese people love to do. It's just one of the great things about that culture, that they actually don't mind making their own food as long as they can make it their own way. Another place is Koku Ichiban's. It's chicken and curry and anything else you can imagine to go with curry that has 12 spicy levels when it comes to that food. And I could not go above spicy level 2. It's just too hot. I don't know how anybody can go above level 2 and all the way up to 12. And then one last thing that I remember about the food there was a place called Bickery Donkey. They made a lot of their beef out of hamburger beef, out of the finest cows that you can imagine. You think, oh, here in America, they have some great beef here. No, you need to try the Japanese beef in Japan. Anywhere in Japan, I'm pretty sure that it'll max out your taste buds. The last thing I have to say is the travel experiences. Mount Fuji, Tokyo, there's a whole bunch of monastery shrines. Like Buddhism has huge big Buddhas, and the fact that people go up there and pray to the Buddhas at these sacred places, and the monks that are there as well. It's enlivening. It's a very enlightening experience. So if you're thinking of going to an overseas place and you want to try something new and somewhere that's not Germany or anything, I recommend Japan. Thank you. Sayonara.